Most people are open books written in large print. You can see their anger in their tightened jaw. You can see their desperation in their quick speech. You can see their fear in the way they blink. They are predictable. And because they are predictable, they are manageable. Think of the last time someone provoked you. You reacted. You defended. You explained. In that moment, you didn't just lose an argument. You handed them the remote control to your nervous system. But there is a rare type of individual who never flinches. They occupy the room without announcing their intentions. They listen more than they speak. When they are insulted, they remain still. When they win, they remain quiet. They are the black boxes of human interaction. They are unreadable. And in a world where everyone is screaming for attention, the person who cannot be read is the only one who is truly feared. Today, we are moving beyond surface-level body language. We are diving into the Machiavellian architecture of cognitive opacity. I am going to show you how to strip away the performance of being human. By the end of this video, you will understand the mechanics of the unreadable mind. You will learn how to turn your face into a wall and your silence into a weapon. You will learn why being mysterious is a strategy, not a personality trait. If you master this, you stop being a participant in other people's games. You become the environment they have to navigate. Look at your life. How many times have you overshared because you were nervous? How many times have you apologized for a boundary you had every right to set? Most people suffer from emotional leakage. They broadcast their internal weather to everyone they meet. If you are too honest, you are easy to map. If you are too reactive, you are easy to trigger. You feel exhausted because you are constantly trying to manage how others perceive you. You want respect, but you give away your power for free. You are tired of being the one who cares more. You are tired of people knowing exactly which buttons to push to make you move. The weight you feel isn't just stress. It's the cost of being transparent in a world of predators. Machiavelli understood that power is not about being the strongest. It is about being the most certain. And certainty is impossible to maintain if the enemy knows your doubts. The art of being unreadable rests on three psychological pillars. Pillar 1, the death of the reflex. Humans are wired for reciprocity. When someone smiles, you smile. When someone attacks, you defend. This is a reflex. It is animalistic. The unreadable person kills the reflex. They insert a buffer zone between the stimulus and the response. Pillar 2, informational scarcity. Value is dictated by supply and demand. If your opinions are everywhere, they are worth nothing. If your emotions are always on display, they become background noise. Unreadable people treat their internal state like a state secret. Pillar 3, the neutral baseline. Most people have a tell, a nervous twitch, a specific tone when they lie. To be unreadable, you must develop a baseline that never fluctuates. Whether you are receiving $1 million or a death threat, the exterior remains identical. This creates psychological vertigo in others. They look at you and see a mirror, not a window. In the courts of Italy, there was a man who never looked surprised. While others whispered and panicked over shifting alliances, he sat in the corner of the room. He never joined the gossip. He never expressed anger when his lands were threatened. His rivals spent years trying to figure out his move. They sent spies. The spies returned with nothing. He eats, he reads, he looks at us, they said. Because they couldn't find a weakness, they assumed he was 10 moves ahead. They withdrew their troops. They offered him peace treaties. They gave him everything he wanted without him lifting a finger. The secret, he had no grand plan. He was simply unreadable. His rivals defeated themselves by hallucinating a threat that didn't exist. He didn't win because he was smarter. He won because he was a vacuum. And nature abhors a vacuum. It rushes to fill it with its own fear. How do you build the black box? Follow these 4 protocols. Protocol 1, the 3-second delay. Starting today, never respond immediately. When someone asks you a question, count to 3. Look them in the eyes. Do not fidget. The silence will feel like an eternity to them. To you, it is a statement of ownership. It tells the world, I am not a machine that reacts when you pull the lever. Protocol 2, the controlled gaze. Stop looking away first. Most people look down or to the side to process emotion. Train yourself to maintain a soft, focused gaze. Not an aggressive stare, that's a performance. A calm, unblinking observation. When you look at someone without judging them, they start judging themselves. Protocol 3, the eliminate the just. I just think, I'm just saying, these are linguistic flinches. They are apologies for existing. Cut them. Speak in declarations. If you don't have a declaration, say nothing. The less you speak, the more weight your words carry when they finally land. Protocol 4, the physical anchor. When you feel an emotional spike, anger, fear, excitement, clench your toes. Nobody can see it. It grounds your nervous system. It redirects the energy from your face to your feet. It allows your mind to remain cold while your body handles the heat. This isn't about being a robot. It's about being a fortress. There is a profound peace that comes with being unreadable. You will notice the noise of the world starts to quiet down. You will see people stumble over their words as they try to impress you. You will realize that 90% of what people say is just a desperate attempt to feel safe. When you are unreadable, you are finally safe. You don't have to defend your character because you aren't putting it on trial. You don't have to win the argument because you aren't playing the game. You are the observer, and the observer always has the final say. The art of being unreadable is the first step towards true Machiavellian power. But once you have mastered the shield, you must learn the sword. Because being unreadable makes people curious, and curiosity is the strongest hook for obsession. If you have successfully hidden your mind, you have created a void. Now, you must learn how to fill that void in their mind with whatever you choose. But that requires a different set of tools. It requires understanding how to occupy mental territory without ever stepping foot in the room. If you are ready to stop being the ghost and start being the architect, subscribe. The next lesson is about to begin. But for now, remember, the more they see, the less they know. The less they know, the more they fear. Stay unreadable.